Please remain standing for the invocation led by the Reverend Tanis Kalisnik, Student Life Academic Advisor. Reverend Kalisnik will be followed by Indigenous Knowledge Keeper Allison Cox, who will provide a blessing upon this ceremony and the graduates.
When I look out on this gathering today, I see students who have worked very hard, professors and staff members who have guided them to this moment, and family and loved ones who have been part of their journey. This is truly a beautiful sight. I would like to invite you to join me in a moment of prayer. Creator God, known by many names, today we celebrate the accomplishments of each of these graduates before us. It is good to mark this day with a ceremony. It closes one chapter of their life while opening another. We collectively ask, give each graduate wisdom and courage in their next steps as they embrace new opportunities that will present themselves. Give each graduate the confidence to use the skills developed here. Through determination, discipline, and hard work, dreams can become a reality. Please remind all of us gathered here to embrace diversity and wonder with respect and growing curiosity. We thank you for the legacy of excellence here at the University of Winnipeg. We thank you for our leaders who have embraced the vision of how to interweave education and experience in the discovery of new pathways towards building the next generation of global citizens. We ask you, God, to grant these graduates in their present and guide them and hold them close in the future.
Bonjour, je connais un Disney cast, Nipinini, Sagamak, Onjide. I ask that the Creator, and I thank the Creator today for giving us this beautiful blessing on this earth in a beautiful garden. I ask that the Creator look after each and every one of us, especially our graduates today, as they form new life and a new future for themselves, for their community, and for their families. We ask you, Creator, to protect them, to watch over them, and to give them that guidance and that love and that compassion in order for them to become the best human being that they can be on this earth. Miigwech Gitchimanitu, Miigwech Mishomas, Miigwech Nikomas, Shawena Nishnam, Miigwech Ni Pimatisoen, Ni Mien Giga Giwen. I thank you, Creator, for this day. I thank the grandmothers. I thank the grandfathers. Bless us, pity us, and keep us in love. Miigwech.
Thank you. Please be seated. Before we begin, I would like to welcome in our guests who have just arrived. Please be patient while they find their seats. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Annette Trimby, President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the University of Winnipeg, located on Treaty 1 land in the heart of the Métis Nation. I always begin with this significant acknowledgement to recognize the influence the land we are located on, its history, its present, its peoples, and its relationships must have on everything we do. I'd like to draw your attention to the beautiful new podium given life to by Destiny Seymour and Mamie Griffith of Woven Collaborative, a local Indigenous-led design studio. The podium, which was designed in consultation with UWinnipeg students and staff, reflects the importance of Indigenous culture and identity at UWinnipeg. It is made from reclaimed Manitoba oak slabs representing the importance of the land we stand on. 4 rivers, symbolizing how water binds us all together, have been hand-carved into the oak slab with copper metal design accents that reflect local Indigenous pottery patterns and honor the history of Indigenous peoples within Manitoba. Mr. Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the graduating class, families of the graduates, colleagues, and friends of the University of Winnipeg, I have the honor to declare open this 115th Convocation of the University of Winnipeg for the conferring of degrees in science, business, and economics. We are pleased to be joined by a number of distinguished platform guests, and I want to introduce them at this time. I would ask that each person stand briefly as I call his or her name, and I would request that you hold your applause until I have finished the introductions. In the 3rd row, Colin Russell, Registrar, Dr. Kevin Clace, Dean, the University of Winnipeg Collegiate, Kenneth Reimer, Acting Associate Dean of Education, Dr. Jacqueline Romano, University of Winnipeg Faculty Association President, Dr. Jens Frank, Acting Associate Dean of Science, and Charles Beckley, President, the University of Winnipeg Alumni Association. Now in the 2nd row, Dr. Gino DeStasio, Vice President, Research and Innovation, Roberta Marsh, our new Chief Human Resources Officer, Mike Emsley, Vice President, Finance and Administration, Dr. Jan Stewart, Deputy Provost, Associate VP Academic, Acting Executive Director, Global College, Chris Miniker, Senior Executive Officer, External Engagement, Dr. John Anchan, Acting Dean of Education, Dr. Glenn Moulazon, Dean of Arts, Dr. Hugh Grant, Dean of Business and Economics, and Dr. Doug Goltz, Dean of Science, Acting Dean of Kinesiology. And in the 1st row, Alison Cox, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, Reverend Tanis Kalisnik, Student Life Academic Advisor, Dr. Craig Willis, Associate Professor and Erica and Arnold Rogers Award for Excellence in Research and Scholarship recipient, Dr. Bill Rennie, Fellowship in United College, Dr. Ed Bayard, Fellowship in United College recipient, Dr. James Curry, Provost and Vice President Academic, Bob Silver, Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, Dr. John Mighton, Honorary Doctor of Science recipient, Dr. Anna Stockey, Professor and Chair, Mathematics and Statistics, Dr. Todd Constable, Distinguished Alumni recipient, Dr. Michael McIntyre, Dean Emeritus and Fellow of the University of Winnipeg, Dr. Scott Forbes, Professor and Marcia Hannon Award for Excellence in Creating Community Awareness recipient, and Dr. John A. Bowman, Chancellor Emeritus, past honorary degree recipient, and member of the University of Winnipeg Foundation Board. This is your 115th Convocation Platform Party. I also want to acknowledge the presence of special guests of the Platform Party and members of our Board of Regents who are seated in the audience. Seated in front of me or serving as marshals are members of our faculty whose wisdom, expertise, and generosity of spirit have contributed so much to the personal growth and academic success of our graduates. We are also joined by many members of our staff, administration, and alumni who are here to share in this celebration and who play essential roles in making this university an extraordinary place to discover, achieve, and belong. I would ask you to join me in acknowledging all of these remarkably gifted and dedicated people. The University of Winnipeg is proud to provide a live webcast of this ceremony for all family and friends who are unable to join us in person today. Welcome to all those who are viewing this ceremony online. Convocation is a special time in the calendar of the university. It is a time when we gather together to honor our grads, bid them farewell, and celebrate their accomplishments. It is also a wonderful occasion to give honors to members of the university faculty, students, and staff who have made significant and worthy contributions to our institution. And it is a time when we award honorary degrees to those who have demonstrated exceptional leadership and unparalleled excellence in their fields, helping to define and shape the principles and values that give meaning to our community. Today, we honor Dr. John Mighton with an Honorary Doctor of Science. An honorary degree is the highest academic status that can be bestowed on any individual. Those who receive an honorary degree demonstrate dedication and excellence in their field of work and have been nominated for consideration of this title. It is now my pleasure to call upon our esteemed Chancellor, Mr. Robert Silver, to confer special honors on Dr. John Mighton. Dr. John Mighton will be introduced by Dr. Anna Stockey, Professor and Chair of the Mathematics and Statistics Department. Chancellor, Dr. Mighton, and Dr. Stockey, would you please come forward?
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting John Mighton, who will receive an Honorary Doctor of Science. An author, playwright, mathematician, and social activist, Mighton has dedicated his life to improving access to education. While tutoring in low-income neighborhoods during his PhD studies, he was inspired to create a program to make math more accessible to children of all backgrounds. This led to the creation of the Jump Math charity program in 2001. Now, 18 years later, Jump Math is the core kindergarten to grade 8 math program for approximately 170,000 students in Canada, 16,000 students in the United States, and 40,000 students in Spain. It's also the core math program for nearly 20% of Indigenous students in First Nations schools across Canada. John insists that all children can learn and enjoy math. He believes that improving student outcomes in math will translate into better outcomes in other academic subjects and is a way to bring about widespread social change. Through his advocacy and his charity Jump Math, I believe that John has done more to improve math learning for children than any other individual in Canada. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you confer upon John Mighton the degree of Honorary Doctor of Science for his ongoing work to make mathematics more accessible to children across the world.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, I admit you, Dr. John Mighton, to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations. There's a large check underneath.
Oh, good.
That you're signing off.
Hope it doesn't bounce.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. President Trimby, Chancellor Silver, fellow award recipients, and graduates, I'm very honored to talk to you today. Even though I'm a mathematician now, I came to math very late in life. The first time I took math at university, calculus, I almost failed. I was basically saved by the bell curve, brought me up to a pass. And I didn't go back into math until I was about 30. Didn't have the confidence to do it until then. And when I was finishing my doctorate, I wanted to give something back to the local community, so I decided to start a tutoring club in my apartment. I asked the principal to send kids who were struggling to the club, and she misunderstood me and sent all the most challenged kids in the school down. So on the first day, a girl arrived in grade 6. I said, I'm going to teach you fractions today. And she looked at me and I said, I have to check if you know your times table. She looked at me with a blank expression. She'd never heard of multiplication. She literally couldn't count by 2s to 10. She told me she'd never read a book in her life. I found out later that she was testing at about a grade 1 level and had been assessed as MID, which means she had an IQ apparently of about 80. So I had no idea what to do with her, and I started to teach her to skip count on her fingers and to multiply by skip counting. And her mom told me that she had a nightmare that night that she wouldn't be allowed to come back to tutoring because I was the first person who told her she was smart. And I was afraid I was giving her false praise. I was just trying to calm her down. But it turns out it wasn't. 3 years later, she decided to go into academic grade 9 math at high school at grade level, and I was terrified that she couldn't pass. But she not only passed, she skipped a year and finished academic grade 10 in the same year. And I've seen this over and over again. Another one of my first students was a boy in a remedial grade 6 class, and his mother was told he could never learn math. Last year, we went out to celebrate the fact that he's now a fully tenured math professor. So based on my own struggles and observing and working with thousands of children, I think we vastly underestimate our potential in mathematics and the sciences. And research in cognitive science is now confirming this. Cognitive scientists are showing that through deliberate practice, which means pushing yourself just outside of your comfort zone and practicing relentlessly, that even adults can develop abilities in areas where they appear to have no talent. And research has shown that our attitudes are extremely important. So people who believe that they can succeed through hard work and perseverance do much better at school than people who think they have to be born with a gift for something. And there are efficient ways to learn. So if you want to learn chess, the best way to learn isn't to play the game over and over. It's to play mini games where you learn certain positions and can start to see patterns and remember connections between different positions. And I think it's really important that the school system start to take account of this research. I feel that we're living in an age of intellectual poverty. When you have a boy in grade 6 who's been relegated to a remedial class, who eventually can get a doctorate in math, I think we're not really nurturing or realizing the full potential of people, not just in the sciences, but in any field. And I think the economics students here and the business students are probably well aware of the economic cost of intellectual poverty. There's so many corporations that can't hire skilled workers because they don't have the math or the science they need. Our economy is far less productive because so many of us think we can't learn math or science. But there are other costs. About 10 years ago, I was invited to teach a class to a behavioral class of kids who were considered very difficult students in England in a very violent school. And I taught the kids how to read binary codes. These are the codes that computers read, the zeros and ones. And the kids went crazy. They thought they were little code breakers. They wanted longer and longer codes. And on the third lesson like this, when we came in to teach them, the kids cheered. And these kids were thought to be unteachable. So every child is born with a sense of wonder and curiosity and a love of meeting challenges that we all gradually lose through failure or struggle. And there are still other losses. In 2002, the psychologist Kahneman won the Nobel Prize in economics. Some of you are probably aware of this. By showing that when people make decisions that involve uncertainty or risk, we tend to make very bad decisions. It turns out our brains didn't evolve to think too deeply about problems. When you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, you don't have a lot of time to make a plan or do a SWOT analysis. So our brains developed all these systems and heuristics and biases that allow us to make decisions quickly. But those can sometimes get in the way. So Kahneman and his colleagues showed, for instance, that when we're faced with problems that have a number of solutions, we will easily overlook many of the solutions. We jump to conclusions too quickly. We're swayed by our biases and stereotypes. We often abuse logic and simple statistics, and we tend to favor data that confirms our beliefs and overlook data that contradicts our beliefs. So to give you one example, I remember reading recently about some politicians in New Jersey who brought in a bill because they wanted to discourage women who unfortunately had to rely on welfare from having children. And 2 months later, when some data came out that showed the birth rates had gone down slightly, the politicians congratulated themselves on their bill, the effect of their bill. They appeared to have forgotten, I don't know if you see any problem in this, they appeared to have forgotten that pregnancies last 9 months. So they couldn't have possibly had an effect in 2 months. And this is just one example of how our brains work. Even intelligent, educated people, how our brains work most of the time. So some of you may feel that your time here at university has been a very pleasant but somewhat unreal hiatus, and that now that you've got your degree, you can go out and get a job and start your proper life. But the things you learned here, you learned to think, you learned to express your thoughts, you learned to think dispassionately and carefully about all the possible explanations for an event. You learn to do experiments and create case studies. You learn to work collaboratively and how to embrace the differences and ideas of other people. Sorry. And I hope you understand how important these things are and that they are essential to the quality of your life and to the health of our society. You're very lucky to have been able to gain these capacities. A few weeks ago, I watched an amazing TV show on Chernobyl. I don't know if you've seen the show, but I'd highly recommend it. Until I watched the show, I wasn't aware of how serious the problem at the Russian nuclear reactor was. Literally thousands of people died from the radiation and tens of thousands of people had to be evacuated. But I also didn't know that the problem would have been much more serious if it hadn't been for the heroic work of a small group of scientists. At one point in the show, the scientists and the workers who are helping them have to risk their lives, many of them died from radiation poisoning, to stop a river of lava that is threatening to blow up the other reactors. And if they hadn't stopped that from happening, a vast proportion of the Soviet Union would have been uninhabitable right now. And millions of people in Europe would have suffered. Their health would have been affected. And throughout the show, at every step, these heroic scientists are constantly being thwarted by the bureaucrats and politicians who don't want the truth to come out because it will damage the reputation of their country and stop them from selling reactors to other countries. And the show is remarkable because it made me feel viscerally that the truths of nature and the awesome forces of the natural world don't really care much about our petty problems and our flawed and very self-centered ways of thinking. And that if we continue to ignore the truth and to suppress data and evidence and to malign scientists, as is now happening with climate science and global warming, then the truth will destroy us. You feel that viscerally in this show, how close we came. And at the end towards the end of the show, there are two of the heroes are talking to each other, and they're about to lose hope. They're really at the end of their wits' end. And one says to the other, you're just like me. When you find a problem, you can't let go. No matter how impossible or what it costs you, you have to find a solution. And the other scientist says, so I'm a lunatic? And the other one replies, no, you're a scientist. So I'm sure that many of you made sacrifices to come to university. I'm certain you made financial sacrifices, or your parents made financial sacrifices to pay for your education. But I'm also sure you endured many late nights preparing for tests or writing essays, and many anxious moments waiting for the results. You could have been doing other things with your time. You could have been partying or binge watching your favorite TV shows. I'm sure you didn't do any of that while you were here. But you worked hard and endured a fair amount of stress with no guarantee that you'd be sitting here today. You know, no one paid you to come to university. You did it because it would you could improve yourselves and it would expand your horizons. So I hope you're proud of yourselves for that. And I hope you recognize how important it is that you've done this. You know, when you look back at your time in university, I hope you don't look at it as a distraction from your real life or a hiatus. I hope you'll continue to think and learn and debate and embrace other people's opinions. And I hope you won't give up the hope and optimism and sense of curiosity that brought you here. You may feel, you know, with the troubles of the world that there's not much you can do to contribute. But when I started JUMP, I wasn't very ambitious. I just wanted to help some local kids learn math. I had no idea it would grow into an organization. And so if you're willing to take that first step, if you're willing to take a risk to help someone, no matter how small the risk is or how small the step is, or to solve a problem, you might be surprised by where it takes you and how far it takes you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. John Mighton, for your inspiring comments. I love math, and I'm predicting an increase in math enrollment. And it's never too late for folks in the audience that saw math as a stumbling block. I now will be initiating the presentation of a fellowship to Dr. Edward Bayard. And first I'll tell you what fellowship means. Fellowship in United College is awarded to retirees of the University of Winnipeg, both faculty and staff, nominated by their peers for distinguished service to the university. I would now like to invite Chancellor Silver and Dr. Edward Bayard forward to be presented by Dr. Bill Ranney.
I have great pleasure in presenting Dr. Edward Bayard for a fellowship in United College in recognition of his distinguished service to the university, which left indelible marks on all facets of the academic, administrative, and community life on campus. As a teacher and researcher, he mentored generations of students and was twice nominated by his students for a Robson Award for excellence in teaching. For 10 years, Dr. Bayard was chair of biology, the largest, most complex academic department. Under his leadership, the program thrived, and he and his department were pioneers in the university's move into graduate studies. For 3 years, he served as president of the Canadian Council of University Biology Chairs, who gave him a Career Achievement Award. For decades, Dr. Bayard's name was synonymous with the University Faculty Association in many capacities, including president. Most importantly, though, he was chief negotiator for 4 collective agreements, all of which came during difficult times of constant financial crisis and restraint, which demanded sound, balanced judgment. These administrative skills and negotiating experience led to a service beyond the university on provincial and national faculty union associations. Dr. Bayard also made quite singular contributions to the sense of campus community with his steady hand on the university club executive and his flashy hands on the banjo, but especially as founder and spiritual leader of the biannual class acts talent shows, which have raised more than $30,000 for student scholarships. In 2003, the university recognized this extraordinary record with the Robin H. Farquhar Award for Excellence in Contributing to Self-Governance. Were it possible to win this award more than once, he would certainly have done so. Not even retirement has dimmed Dr. Bayard's commitment. He has served on the Retirees Association Board, including as its president and pension plan trustee, and his banjo can still be heard on special occasions in the University Club. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you confer upon Dr. Edward Bayard a fellowship in United College for his distinguished career of service and commitment to the university, his colleagues, and community.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, I grant you, Dr. Edward Byard, Fellowship in United College, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
That's good. Thanks. Thank you, Chancellor Silver and Dr. Rani. Congratulations, Dr. Byard. To recognize their dedication, several prestigious awards are presented to faculty and staff on an annual basis at our spring and autumn convocations. Several of these awards will be presented at a dinner reception this evening. I now have the pleasure of presenting Dr. James Curry, who is receiving the Robin H. Farquhar Award of Excellence for contributing to self-governance. Since arriving at UWinnipeg in 1988, Dr. Curry has served on committees and administrative bodies at all levels. He models the belief that good academic self-governance requires strong scholars to accept service in administrative roles. As Math and Statistics Chair from 1999 to 2004, and again from 2009 to 2010, he helped grow the department from 10 to 16 members. The department is also a leading example for its diversity and high percentage of researchers holding NSERC funding. In 2010, Dr. Curry became Associate Dean of Science and was a voice for the academic core amidst rapid campus change and expansion. He enabled a smooth transition for departments moving to the new Richardson College for Environment and Science. Recently, he has worked to strengthen units such as the Gupta Faculty of Kinesiology and Applied Health, Global College, and the Oral History Center. The University of Winnipeg is proud to present Dr. Curry with the Robin H. Farquhar Award for Excellence in Contributing to Self-Governance. Congratulations, Dr. James Curry, and I would now ask you as Provost and Vice President Academic to come forward to acknowledge and congratulate other recipients who will be recognized later this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Trimby. 9 members of our university are being recognized for outstanding contributions, 2 of whom I have the honor to introduce. Award recipients, would you please stand as I call your name? Dr. Scott Forbes. I have the pleasure to present Dr. Scott Forbes, who is being honored with the Marcia Hannon Award for Excellence in Creating Community Awareness. Throughout his nearly 3 decades at UWinnipeg, Forbes has been relentless in sharing the relevance of science to public policy and putting the important views of scientists in the public eye. As a scientist, he is very well known for his studies on the behavior ecology of marsh nesting blackbirds. More recently, his research has shifted back to his lifelong interest in fish and fisheries. Forbes is remarkable for his work in the media. He has a unique ability to explore complex issues while maintaining an easy-to-understand writing style. He's written dozens of columns for the Winnipeg Free Press, tackling important provincial issues ranging from the effects of flooding to the sustainability of Manitoba fisheries. Forbes has also been featured in the New York Times, Boston Globe, Washington Post, Manchester Guardian, London Times, and National Post. The University of Winnipeg is proud to present Dr. Forbes with the Marcia Hannon Award for Excellence in Creating Community Awareness. Dr. Craig Willis. Aha. I have the pleasure of presenting Dr. Craig Willis, who is being honored with the Erica and Arnold Rogers Award for Excellence in Research and Scholarship. Affectionately known as the BAT Prof, because of his work on the ecology and conservation of North American bats, Willis has become the leading authority on white nose syndrome, a disease that is devastating bat populations across the continent. He was named Chancellor's Research Chair just 5 years into his tenure and promoted 2 years earlier than normal to the rank of full professor in the Department of Biology. Since his arrival to Winnipeg, Willis has been awarded about $3 million in external funding. He's authored or co-authored more than 100 peer-reviewed journal articles and book chapters. Willis is passionate about public outreach and science communication. He and his students have given dozens of public talks and workshops about bat biology and wildlife conservation, and he's been covered by many national and international media outlets. The University of Winnipeg is proud to present Dr. Craig Willis with the Erica and Arnold Rogers Award for Excellence in Research and Scholarship.
Thank you, Dr. Curry, and congratulations to all of the award winners. We've now come to the part of the program that our graduates and you who are here to share this special occasion with them have eagerly been anticipating. The Registrar, Mr. Colin Russell, will present the graduates, and our Chancellor, Mr. Robert Silver, will confer the degrees. The parchments will be handed to the graduates by the Dean and Associate Dean of each respective department. Each graduate will be presented with a University of Winnipeg alumni pin by Charles Beckley, President of the Alumni Association. So this is an important rite of passage, an occasion for jubilation for our graduates and for the friends and family who have helped them on their way. So please feel free to express your admiration of our graduates or any particular graduate as they cross the platform. Mr. Russell and Chancellor Silver, please.
Would the graduates please rise as their degree is called and remain standing while the other degrees are announced? Master of Science. Bachelor of Science Honors. Bachelor of Science 4-year. Bachelor of Science. Master of Arts in Environmental Resource and Development Economics. Bachelor of Business Administration 4-year. Bachelor of Business Administration. Bachelor of Arts Honors in Economics. Bachelor of Arts 4-year in Economics and Finance. Bachelor of Arts 4-year in Economics. Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I request you to confer upon these candidates and upon those receiving their degrees in absentia the degree for which they have qualified.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, I admit those present and those receiving degrees in absentia to the degrees for which the prescribed studies have been completed, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Please shift your cap tassels to the left. Congratulations, you are now graduates of the University of Winnipeg. Please be seated. Mr. Chancellor, I beg leave to present the graduates for congratulations. Receiving the Master of Science degree, Victor Idachaba Al-Hassan. Adrienne Anne Ducharme. Maitreyi Diep Spetnatkar. Orlando Kareem Simpson. Manjot Singh. Hardeep Singh. And now the recipients of the Bachelor of Science Honours degree, Robbie Renz Vilar Abi Singh. Anne Gunasekera. Megan Allardyce. Kristaps Baladis. Carmen Britton. Fatima Diyuna. Receiving the gold medal in honors chemistry, Carolyn Gregory. Receiving the gold medal in honors physics, Taylor Randy Hansen. Stephen Corbin. Receiving the Chancellor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in science honors, Gold Medal for achievement in honors mathematics, and the University of Winnipeg Golden Key Chapter Convocation Scholarship, Colin Thomas Graham Krawchuk. Receiving the Gold Medal in honors environmental studies and sciences, Leah Croft. Our valedictorian for this afternoon, Jennifer Lischinski. Matthew Love. Receiving the gold medal in honors biology, Brianna Isabel Meek. Benoit Robert Edward Morham. Lauren Monica Nash. Receiving the gold medal in honors geography, Cody Frederick Laugie Olesen. China Sherry Ray Ortman. Katrina Michelle Pander. Brooke Nicole Richtick. Martina Josephine Romualdo. Vanessa Elan Schultz. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in Science Honors and the Gold Medal for Honors Biochemistry, Harjot Kaur Sidhu. Andrew Edward Sikora. Su Chi Zhou. Now the recipients of the Bachelor of Science four-year degree. Emma Ball. Cole Barrell. Receiving the Chancellor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in science, four-year program, and the Gold Medal in four-year biology, Kiana Salen Bergman. Tyler Brown. Janelle Camargo. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in science, four-year program, and the Gold Medal for four-year environmental studies and sciences, Heather Lois Carney. Sydney Chiang. Spencer Clark Dutton. David Ferniehow. Megan Ann Fillick. Casey Ginter, who's also receiving a BA four-year degree. Receiving the gold medal in 4-year biopsychology, Renee Ida Ann Hadler. Stephanie Leanne Henderson. Terry Danielle Hildebrand. Brandon Christopher Ho. Kasaka Chisambwe Katengo. Jane Heather Klippenstein. Tanisha Craker. Receiving the gold medal for 4-year statistics, Leanne Lack. Mackenzie Jean Laux. Mark Christopher Martinez. Kathleen Elizabeth Grace Maxwell. Allison Sarah McPhee. Megan Jenny Lee McPherson. Receiving the gold medal in 4-year bioanthropology, Xenia Daria Michno. Receiving the Stars of Spence Street Award, Erica Mitchell. Haley Musto. Aidan Nowalkowski. Nicholas Nutbean. Catherine Petricki. Michael Plant. Fatima Ritchie. David Rusinski. Jason Justin Seiko. Jenna Cheryl Skirman. Jatinder Singh. Jillian Lee Smith. Lishani Shrigana Shannon. Katie Ann Stewart. Solène Molly Manon Stockwell. Michelle Lynn Trudell. And now the recipients of the Bachelor of Science 3-year degree. Amanda Jane Allardyce. Emily Marie Amateur. Anju Aravind. Rachel B. Aziza. Kerry Edward William Banish. Michaela Julianne Grace Barbosa. Liana Berezowski. Receiving both a BSc 3-year and a BBA 3-year degree. The Chancellor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in science, 3-year. The Chancellor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in business and economics, 3-year. The Gold Medal for 3-year business and administration, and the Gold Medal for 3-year applied computer science. Kennedy Alexandra Boo. Receiving the Gold Medal for 3-year biopsychology, Tessa Elizabeth Bordaluzzi. Britt Dawn Braid. Sage Hannah Braun. Jillian Erica Buffy. Leanne May Caballero. Karamveer Singh Chatta. Lasina Sisse. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year biochemistry, Suraya Dalla. Mira Oliveira Souza Duarte. Asamodiame Precious Elogbami. Mariana Fast. Simon Quinn Gange. Kajal Garg. Ellie Grisna. Dina Marie Haber. Cassandra Chesna Ileg. Billy Hong. Darshdeep Singh Kambo. Carrie Jane Kirby. Brendan Kenneth William Knapp. Christiane Marie Lacasse. Candace Rochelle Law Kwan. Aspen Thomas Lee. Shuang Hong Lee. Sydney May Naomi Lowe. Marlo Mabunga. Cameron Olafson Mackay. Rebecca Lee Matthews. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in science, 3-year program, Andrew John Maba. William Kyle Lee McMillan. Duncan Elliott Menzie. Mohammed Ahmed. Bekelu Nagash. William Luan Ba Nguyen. Katia Maria Okino. Abhishek Patel. Sagar Patel. Vaibhav Jayesh Bahai Patel. Gunj Hitesh Kumar Patel. Robert Penty. Janelle Ray Poiron. Sadia Hassan Ragia. Kristen Page Sackman. Amanpreet Saran. Oluwatoni Senbanjo. John Short. Felicia Sinclair. Raman Sran. Sophia C. Marielle Talibus. Also receiving the BBA 3-year degree, Richard Uwaje. Pauline Garma Valencia. Tao Zheng. And now the recipients of the Master of Arts in Economics, Development, Resource, and Environmental Resource and Development Economics. Jorge Alonso Aguela Cortez. Abdisalam Mohammed Noor Awdahir. Receiving the Graduate Student of Highest Distinction Award, Ojioma Joy Frederick. And now the recipients of the Bachelor of Business Administration 4-year degree, Emmanuel Abiodun. Taha M. Ali. Mansoor Ali. Giancarlo Joseph Mario Alongi. Simona Ardita. Bernardo Esteban Arias. Lean Mamoun Asender. Kendall Ann Ashcroft. Noah Ogbagabrel Bata. Philmon Ogbagabrel Bata. Anna Stephanie Benson King. Zoe Roxanne Bro. Torben Michael Bowman. Jessica Elzbieta Brzezinski. Kylie Doreen Gwendolyn Cairns. Mary Crystal Casabel. Mackenzie Dawn Ching. Dustin David Corshane. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in Business and Economics four-year program, Emily Nicole Darrett. Manveer Singh Dhaliwal. Bog Singh Dillon. Tira Dutch. Talia Moran Gallant. Chali Giselle General. Nyasha Dawn Giesbrecht. Angelina Marilena Grande. Damon Sheldon Giles. Katarina Harkavi. Thomas Martin Hempel. Alexander John Hutfluss. Ravleen Kaur. Robert Moses Kayanga. Benton James Kingsley. Tiana Joelle Lowry. Mallory Sean Luke Leplat. Angela Caroline Lenke. April Eunice Siluancia Limosnero. Madison Carol Martin. Jenna Lynn Mathis. Receiving the gold medal for 4-year business and administration, Genevieve Evelyn Lydia May. Alexandra Mihayans. Kiana Montroy. Shannon Lindsay Morrison. Melissa Nacionales. Taylor Mackenzie Neal. Quang Minh Nguyen. Sean Michael Obradovich Mullins. Bettina Rebelo Colasso de Oliveira. Emmanuel Oluwatobi Oluwadare. Sanjita Akhtar Oshin. Jessica Eve Perron. Tessa Noel Perrin. Marianne Christelle Quase Quintinho. Royce John Requima. Alexandra Carly Richard. Lindsay Janelle Riding. Prabjot Saini. Patricia Mylene Santiago. Alyssa Joy Sankey. Victoria Sachin. Kevin Andrew Schaefer. Receiving the CPA Graduation Prize in Business and Administration, Matthew Richard Schwab. Vasu Harish Shah. Justine Shankowski. Delica Sirha. Joshua Stanley. Brenley Dana Hope Stevenson. Sharon Stephen. Dustin Edward Storschuk. Eric Andreas Summers Ortel. Benoit René Thériault. Joanna Patricia Castillo Tubo. Andrea Marie Franco Urbano. Mia Rochelle van der Krabben. Jordan Nicholas Voth. Hamdallah Norris Zeeb. Zhang Wenjin. And now the recipients of the Bachelor of Business Administration 3-year degree. Evan Taylor Alexander. Inderpreet Singh Aurora. Eduardo Barros Pena. Jan Christian Elijah Martinez Besañez. Annette Marie Braga. Roop Kamal Kaur Brar. Amanda Lee Caulfield. Kristen Moran Mackenzie Carlo. Crystal Charlene Yvonne Churko. Candace Corinne Kathleen Deacon Chezik. Sunshine J. Dimabuyu. Jessie Rose Dirksen. Praise Phoebe Egum Odi. Charles Evans. Madison Froese. Samantha Kathleen Gogan. Leostin Heta. Kaylee Louise Hockaluk. Navdeep Kaur Kaler. Ali Raj Kawaja. Lyle Jeremy Coop. Raymond Lanoria. David Earl Lissaway. Jackie Lynn Malabanan. Gagandeep Kaur Malhans. Maria Corazon Palo Manalastas. Jason Irving Marcelino Manolo. David John McDonald. Megan Kylie McKenzie. Edwig Mufaro Tararama Manungati. Gordon Ames Nasako Charles. Kaylee Lynn Naherniak. Victoria Achala Ochicha. Olga Rybalka. Eduardo Ripa. Julie Sigurdsson. Megan Lee Sternat. Rochelle Brittany Strong. Adam Stoller. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in Business and Economics, 3-year degree, Alexis Adeline Sutherland. Anthony Tordiff. Teraya Jade Valdez. Harusha Kavinda Wirya Sakara. Gurbagat Singh Gill. Paige Nicole Westfall. Now the recipients of the Bachelor of Arts Honors degree in Economics, Catherine Lorraine Nemeth Crapper. Receiving the gold medal for Honors Economics, Hue Chi Dung. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts 4-year in Economics, Jesse Raphael Cervera Dizon. Receiving the BA 4-year in Economics and Finance, Danielle Sarah Joseph. Receiving the gold medal for 4-year Economics, Maria Camila Navarro Pedroza. Chukwe Deng. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts 3-year in Economics, Jason Albert Evans. Rui Lin. I am pleased to present the graduating class of Spring 2019, Science and Business and Economics.
So thank you, Colin, and thank you, Mr. Chancellor, and congratulations once again to the graduating class. I think it's fair to say there's a few people in the audience that are fairly proud of you today, right? Yeah. And from some of the sounds, maybe even a little relieved. I always say that the Chancellor and I have the best seats in the House because we get to see the graduands as they walk up the stairs, and to be honest, they all look a little tentative right before it's their turn. And then when Colin gets their name just right, they start to smile. And then when somebody in the audience says, "Go sister, go brother, go mom," whatever, then they have a big smile and they proceed to race across the stage. But we're really pleased that this is such a jubilant crowd. So I now invite Charles Beckley, President of the University of Winnipeg Alumni Association, to present the 2019 Distinguished Alumni Award to Dr. Todd Constable. Charles and Dr. Constable, will you please come forward?
Sir, would you please step forward? First, I would like to say it's a pleasure and an honor to stand by you, sir. I've read about you and you're doing amazing things. Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I have the pleasure to present Dr. Todd Constable, who's being honored with the Distinguished Alumni Award. Let me tell you a little bit about Mr. Constable. Todd Constable graduated in 1984 from the University of Winnipeg with a Bachelor of Science in Physics. Woo! He also earned a Master of Science in Medical Physics at the University of Manitoba, followed by a doctorate in medical biophysics at the University of Toronto. He then completed a postdoctoral fellowship in diagnostic radiology at Yale University. Great. Wow, exactly, that's my point. Dr. Constable is now a professor of radiology and biomedical imaging and of neurosurgery at Yale University. He's also a director of MRI research in the Department of Radiology and co-director of the Magnetic Resonance Research Center at Yale University School of Medicine. Wow. His research focuses on developing new approaches to functional magnetic resonance imaging and using these methods to improve the understanding of brain function. Dr. Constable is recognized for his work in understanding the neural basis of epilepsy, addiction, patterns of brain development in infancy and childhood, children's health, diabetes, resilience, and autism, amongst others. In the words of Winnipeg Dean Emeritus, Dr. Michael McIntyre, Dr. Constable left here with the skills needed to do science, to create knowledge. In doing so, he stands as an exemplar of the University of Winnipeg's founding values and as a scientist of worldwide impact. The University of Winnipeg Alumni Association is proud to recognize Dr. Todd Constable as the recipient of its Distinguished Alumni Award. Now, it is my pleasure, on behalf of the Winnipeg Alumni Association, to present the certificate to you. Thank you for the amazing work you've been doing, and God bless you, sir. Thank you. Now to the graduates. Good afternoon, graduates. Come on, I want to hear some response. Good afternoon, graduates. Well, it's a pleasure to be here to celebrate your success with you. Now, also to the distinguished faculty, staff, friends of the university, proud parents, and graduating class of 2019, good afternoon. And I also want to say hi to my mom there. Good afternoon. Well, as the current president of the University of Winnipeg Alumni Association, I happily welcome you to this distinguished group of more than 50,000 members. 50,000 members. Wow. Your hard work, dedication, perseverance has finally paid off. And I ask that you wear the University of Winnipeg alumni pin that has been given to you with pride as a badge of honor. The university is the only place where you will find multiple professions in one building. After today, teachers will work among teachers, scientists will work among scientists, lawyers will work among lawyers, and the list goes on. It is also in the university that one comes to the realization that alone one is nothing, but together strength and might are achieved. It is with this sentiment that I want you to acknowledge the connections you have forged during your time in this institution, cherish them, and hold dearly to them. They are seeds today, but an oak tomorrow. The person seated by you or seated next to you could be your future colleague, business partner, boss, mayor, or doctor. Remember them and stay connected. Please stay connected. Our mission at the Alumni Association is to build and maintain a long-life relationship between the university and its diverse alumni. And this goal cannot be achieved without you. The association has a strong desire for members to remain connected to each other and to the university. Today, this very moment, this becomes true for you. Your relationship as an alumnus starts, hopefully to last a lifetime. Now, our flagship event titled the Alumni Speaker Series and our upcoming mentorship program are but a few of how you can stay connected and engaged. Please, I urge you to make this a part of your future. In whatever you plan to do in life after today, do not forget that knowledge compounds. You came to the university with prior knowledge, and today you're leaving with more. You were willing to learn, so you got help. You were determined to learn, and no one stopped you. You got this far not because of what you already knew, but because of what you came to learn. And it is this same in life. You will advance further by the things you will learn. So please don't stop learning. Lastly, as you transition to the next chapter of your life, I hope you will use the education you've received at the University of Winnipeg with honor. I encourage each and every one of you to always be great ambassadors in your neighborhood, in your workplace, city, and in the country. The true measure of any individual is in their readiness for every opportunity that comes their way. Be ready, seize every opportunity, and do well to make an impact and leave a legacy, letting your good name resound everywhere your feet may trod. Now, congratulations once again. Your future is friendly, your future is bright. Don't give up, ignore the naysayers, and win. God bless you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Constable, and thank you, Charles. On an occasion such as this, we thought it was important to hear from the students, and so I'd like to invite the Spring 2019 valedictorian, Jennifer Lachinsky, to the platform, and as she makes her way here, I will tell you about her. Jennifer is heading to medical school this fall and is one step closer to her dream of becoming a surgeon. She is a high-achieving student graduating with a Bachelor of Science honors in biochemistry. While studying at UWinnipeg, Lachinsky volunteered at Cancer Care Manitoba's Teddy Bear Picnic and Dragon Boat Festival, was active in UWinnipeg's Chemistry Student Association, worked as a pharmacy assistant, and volunteered in the Misericordia Health Center surgical ward. Opportunities to interact with patients cemented her desire to study medicine. We wish her the very best in medical school this fall. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer.
Thank you, Madam President, for the introductions. Well, welcome and good afternoon, everyone, Madam President, Chancellor, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, friends and family, and last but not least, the University of Winnipeg's graduating class of 2019. It's an honor and a pleasure to be addressing you all today, this year's graduates, who come from the University of Winnipeg's Faculty of Science and Faculty of Business and Economics. Our faculties come together today to celebrate us. We have all entered our university experience from a different place, some directly from high school, some after years away from academics, and some changing degrees partway through to get here, yet we have all made it. The path we took to get here varies greatly, and this contributes to the importance of this occasion. The University of Winnipeg has given us a place to explore our interests academically, meet a diverse group of people, learn the ins and outs of how to avoid parking tickets in downtown Winnipeg, and gain skills that enable us to adapt within our futures. Now, our time here has come to an end. Our futures are now in our own hands. We can no longer rely on the comfort of selecting courses for the following fall semester, but instead must move onward to our next step. For some, this is more education in a similar or alternative field. Some will have already gone on to careers, some are continuing with careers, and some may take time to see what they feel they have missed out on during their time studying. But nonetheless, we all go on to a future we thought that would never come as we entered our first year. Something I remember vividly is being in my first year at this university and having upper-level undergraduate students as teaching assistants in classes and in labs. I looked at them and thought, how did you even survive this course, let alone the others? But now, it is we who are in the shoes of those we once envied. Little did we know that this too came with an entirely different and no less challenging set of worries, tasks, and sacrifices, but also celebration, pride, and happiness. In the words of Walt Whitman, the future is no more uncertain than the present. Many times throughout this experience, we likely all had endless uncertainties about completing a course or a degree and whether we would succeed with our ideal end goal. And now this feeling translates to our oncoming future. We must enjoy the triumph we are celebrating today, here, together with our loved ones, friends, the professors and instructors who taught us, and of course, each other. Today, we can celebrate what is certain, our success. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to address the professors, faculty, and staff who have aided us in our journey here today. I am forever grateful for the extensive support and dedication that was provided throughout the different departments within the university, and for the professors who made my time here exceptional. Without these individuals, some of us would not know the opportunities that were available to us as undergraduates that may lead us to a career of choice. For this, I thank you all. Additionally, I want to address our family and friends who have offered support in many facets. I personally could not have achieved what I have without my parents, my sister, and my partner. This day is a celebration of your efforts as well, and please know, we thank you. Sir William Osler said, "The philosophies of one age have become the absurdities of the next, and the foolishness of yesterday has become the wisdom of tomorrow." Each and every experience until now has helped shape our future. The triumph of graduating today is the result of the difficulties of yesterday. Congratulations to you, the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. You represent this group of students very well. Before we all run off, I do want to say that we collectively are so proud of you and we're delighted to share in your success. I want to congratulate the award winners honored today. Your leadership and dedication have had a huge impact on the university community. And graduates, before you launch into the next chapter of your life, I'd like to share some powerful words with you by Canadian author Richard Wagamese. He said, "All that we are is story. From the moment we are born to the time we continue on our spirit journey, we are involved in the creation of the story of our time here. It is what we arrive with. It is all we leave behind. We are not the things we accumulate. We are not the things we deem important. We are story, all of us. What comes to matter then is the creation of the best possible story we can while we're here. You, me, us, together. When we can do that and we take the time to share those stories with each other, we get bigger inside. We see each other, we recognize our kinship, we change the world one story at a time. I'd like to reflect for a minute on what this means as each of you, with your diverse backgrounds, perspectives, and goals, graduate from UWinnipeg and move into the next stage of your life. We live in a complex world where news headlines and social media bombard us with big issues every day. We hear stories highlighting the need for reconciliation, unmet healthcare needs, food security, political unrest, the threat of climate change, and more. None of us on our own have enough skills, knowledge, or time to solve these big issues. But as we share ideas and resources, as we ask diverse questions and listen to one another's stories and perspectives, our capacity to change the world expands. In other words, we need all hands on deck because diversity creates resilience. In order to change the world one story at a time, we need to embrace each other's differences. We need to listen to and learn from one another. This is evident in the work of this year's honorary doctorates. This morning, we celebrated Elder Dave Kershane. His ability to inspire dialogue between Indigenous knowledge keepers and Western-trained scientists has inspired a global commitment to environmental stewardship. This afternoon, we celebrated John Mighton. He has shown us that improving children's access to math is about more than numbers. It is about teaching children of all backgrounds to be creative problem solvers, cultivating the knowledge and confidence for social change. This morning, Elder Ruth Christie was honored. Her gift for storytelling has brought Indigenous history to life for countless scholars and young adults, creating a bridge of understanding, healing, and transformation that stretches from one generation to the next. And tomorrow, we celebrate Annie Boulanger and Ida Bear. They have dedicated their lives to the preservation, retention, and revitalization of Indigenous language. We are very thankful for their vision and leadership. This year has been recognized by UNESCO as the International Year of Indigenous Languages. Language holds a very important place in our lives. It allows us to communicate with each other, access education, and provides a window into deeper intercultural awareness. But of 7,000 languages spoken globally, 2,680 are in danger of becoming extinct. This is tragic because when a language dies, its stories are lost, and these stories are our connection to the cultural identity and history that shapes who we are today. UWinnipeg has a strong reputation for graduating leaders. We're a close-knit community committed to outstanding academic scholarship, research excellence, and community engagement. We have seen generations of families walk our halls, and we are proud of this legacy. We are proud of individuals like past Chancellor Emeritus and past Honorary Doctor recipient Dr. John Bowman, who has been a key figure at UWinnipeg for more than 5 decades, whose grandson graduated today along with all of you. And I have to say, he has been to more convocations than any other living human being. So please, John, stand, and I would like to celebrate John. So what Dr. Bowman and all of our honorary doctorates have in common is a focus on community, on making a positive impact on the world. This is a legacy passed down to each of you that when you're involved in your community, when you bring together people with diverse gifts and perspectives, great things happen. During your time here, you've learned to think critically about the ethical problems facing our society. You've learned to innovate, collaborate, and make informed decisions. I'm very proud of the valuable contributions our graduates bring to society, tackling issues ranging from diabetes in the inner city to the water quality of our lakes, mapping the effects of climate change on the prairies, and advancing reconciliation across Canada. Each of you has a unique story that brought you here. It is a story that includes triumphs, transformation, uncertainty, and resilience. and it is a story that highlights the importance of community. Your professors, classmates, parents, family members, and friends have all played an important role in your education, supporting you, encouraging you, and inspiring you to push through long hours of study. And your U-Winnipeg community will continue to be there cheering for you as you go on to achieve great things and make an impact on your community in your own way. As we close, I want to go back to the words of Richard Wagamese and encourage each of you that your best possible story is one that we tell together. When we can do that and we take the time to share those stories with each other, we get bigger inside. We see each other, we recognize our kinship, we change the world one story at a time. On behalf of the University of Winnipeg, I want to extend my congratulations. Please join me in a warm round of applause one more time for all of our graduates. And before I wrap up, I want to acknowledge that whatever your path you take going forward, you won't be taking it alone. Your parents, guardians, friends, many of whom we've honored to have with us today, have played an important role in getting you to this point. So as a show of thanks for those who have supported you so far, I'd like to invite you, the new graduates of the University of Winnipeg, to turn in whichever direction you prefer, find your people, and join our community in showing your appreciation for their support. I would also like to thank Chief Marshal Dr. Danny Blair and the faculty marshals, Chief Usher Lynn Jones, those members of staff who have volunteered as ushers, sign language interpreters Lacey Kaler and Jennifer Horvath, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper Allison Cox, members of the Winnipeg Police Pipe Band, and our pianist Alina Havreluk. Thank you to the many members of staff who have helped to organize this event. And again, on behalf of all of us, the faculty of the University of Winnipeg, for placing students first and for embodying the pursuit of excellence to which we are all committed. I also want to thank our distinguished Chancellor, Mr. Bob Silver, for being such a wonderful supporter of the university. And thanks to the graduates for making us so proud, and all of our guests for joining us today. We wish you all the best. So following the ceremony, you are all invited to a reception in honor of our graduates outside on Marsha-Hannon Way, and you can meet your student there. Please rise for an honor song by Allison Cox. Which will be followed by the national anthem led by our registrar. And then after that, have a seat. When the singing is over, the students will leave, and then you can leave and go find them. Thank you very much.
I would just like to say that it is my honor to sing this song for the science and math minds. I am an artist, but I have a 16-year-old child who is definitely a mathematician and a scientist. And as her mother, learning words that are 12 to 20 have alphabets in them, 12 to 20 alphabets in a word. It is quite a challenge, but I am so honored to be singing this song for you on behalf of the gifts that you have been given.
is the true North Star.